Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss the topic is wire decorator with Apex method. So wire is one of the decorator among the three main decorators available in Lightning Web Component. So what are the three decorators we have? One is track, another one is API, now wire. So today we are going to discuss about wire decorator and how can we expose a Apex method to Lightning Web Component. And the same method, how can we import an Apex method into the Lightning Web Component JavaScript file? Okay, and a simple example on the same. We will see. So what is Wire? Wire is a decorator, as you already know, and which is built on Lightning data service, which will be used for reading the Salesforce data via standard adapters or an Apex method. Today we are going to discuss with Apex method. So whenever you want to expose an Apex method to Lightning Web Component, that Apex method should be static and either global or public. And you have to annotate that method with aura enabled along with the cacheable set to true. It should set to true. When you want to expose this method to Lightning Web Component, it should be aura enabled. When you want to wire this method with the wire decorator, you have to set cacheable true. Now, and after defining your method with the array annotation, how can you work with this method in Lightning Web Component? First thing is you have to import this method to your Lightning Web Component via your JavaScript class. What is the statement you have to use? You have to use import statement and an identifier for your method from a scoped package, that's the built-in scoped package from Salesforce @salesforce/apex your apex name. If you have namespace enabled in your arc, you have to use namespace dot class name and then dot your method name. This is how you can import the method. And you can call an apex method via a property, via a function, or imperatively. Today we are going to discuss via a function. Via a function. So let's see everything practically. This is our Salesforce textbook thing. Now I'm going to create an Apex class. Account controller. And here I'm defining a method public static list of account. This is the return type. Get accounts is my method name. And it returns a list of accounts. Count for now limit 10. I'm returning 10 account records via get accounts method. And as I told you, it should be annotated with aura enabled if we want to expose a method to the Lightning Web Component. And as we want to use this method with wire decorator, you have to use cacheable true. So what does this? This is the one you have to use. Cacheable true. You have successfully defined an Apex method with aura enabled annotation along with cacheable true. Now it is ready to be exposed to Lightning Web Component and it is ready to be used with wire decorator or wire service. Now I'm going to create a Lightning Web Component, display data using wire. So it already created HTML file and JS file and metadata file. Now I'm just saving the so let's see, markup should be there, so no worries. Display. Yes, deploy source successfully done. So why it is not showing? Let's create one more Lightning Web Component. Display data with wire. Okay, now it is ready. Our thing also display data using. Let me remove this without confusing you. Yes, done. Now we have display data using wire. So if you see, it's empty, template and JavaScript and this metadata file. First thing is, let's write logic here. So as I told you, you have to import a method by using import statement. What is the method name? Get accounts. You are giving an identifier. You can give another name also here. From this is Apex. And what is the class name? Account dot get accounts. Done. Then you have to use @wire get accounts. Then there's a syntax. Let's take from here. See here. Account records. This is the method. And in this, you will get it returns promises. It returns a promise with data or error, whatever it may be. I'm just doing here. Let's take this. So here I'm just doing this. So if you see here, this dot data, this dot data. Okay. So here, if there is a data from the promise, from account records, so then you are assigning it to this data. But we didn't define any variable with the data name, right? So let's define a track variable. And whenever you want to use any decorator, first of all, you have to import this from LWC module, track and wire. Okay, now let's do this. So successfully done. Now how can we display? So if you observe here, what I did, I just did wiring this method. After that, I just defined the method name or function name. It's a JavaScript function. In that, I'll get the promise. It returns the promise with error and data property. I am checking this whether there is a data without errors. Then I am assigning that data to this variable, track variable, this dot data. Now I'm going to use this data variable on HTML, or that is template on my page. On HTML template, let's see. So what we'll do, let's go this. For each, what is the name? Data. And for item equals account, and then I'm displaying here. Just so you have to define this account dot name. And if you see here, let's click on this. So whenever you are displaying, or you are trying to display a data, you have to give a key element for the iterator. Okay. So where you have to give key with unique value equals account.id. It's not needed. Yes, this is how it will be. Let's save this also. Now what we have to do, we have to make this available. We have to make this available for app builder. For that, what you have to define? Targets. So here my target is lightening app page. And recent releases, with the recent release, Salesforce gave option to configure this for lightning tab also. For that, what you have to do, just like this. Done. So let's try to save it. So what is happening? Lightning, this is, it should be double underscore. Yes. So now let's try to include in our LWC examples. Edit page. So what is our page name or component name? Data. Display. Select insertion point. Yes. Display data using wire. Okay. Save. Now let's go back. Let's see whether it is working or not. See here, it is showing this. All records. All account records. So I limited to 10 records. It is showing 10 records. So you can design with card also. So simply with the component reference. So if you can use card, let's use lightning card. So see here, you can use this. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm just trying to design our user interface, nothing else. So it is data display using wire. Now let's see the output, how it looks like. It's just a user interface. I didn't do any other changes. See how it looks like. This is how it will be. So we saw this, how to display data from Lightning web components through wire service. Okay, let me repeat once again what we did. We created an Apex class with the method, with the static method, and it should be annotated with the arrow enabled annotation. And as we have to use with the wire decorator, it should be cacheable set to true, and coming to JavaScript file of your Lightning web component, whenever you want to use any decorator, you have to import that decorator from the Lightning web component module. This is Lightning web component module. And along with that, whenever you want to use or you want to import Apex method, you have to use import statement, and from scope package, that is built-in package from Salesforce Lightning web component framework, and you have to define, you have to use your Apex class dot your method name. Then what you have to do, you just need to wire that method, that is identifier, and you are defining the function with the wire decorator here. Whenever you wire this method, then it automatically gives a promise or returns the promise with error and data properties. I'm just assigning the data property to our track property to display the data on HTML. So for displaying data on HTML, you have two ways. One is iterator, that is for each. Another one is lightning data table. Lightning data table. I will explain lightning data table example in the next class. For this class, we are using iterator, that is for each, for colon each there you have to specify this track variable, that is data in our case, and to create instance for that you have to use item, that is a for item, and so to display this you have to use key, then I am displaying account name. This is how you can iterate through the data. So I already gave the references here, you can go through that, and please subscribe Salesforce Textbook. All the best.